Yes, of course.
Yeah, shoulder.
The moment Emma opened that rusted cage door, she knew Bailey's eyes had never seen sunlight like this before. The shelter worker handed her the file, and what she read made her stomach drop. 4 years in a wire crate, 4 years on concrete, 4 years as nothing more than a breeding machine in a backyard puppy mill in rural North Carolina. Bailey didn't even know how to walk on grass. Emma and her husband Ryan had been looking for a dog to adopt for months, scrolling through endless shelter pages, but something about Bailey's photo stopped them cold. While other dogs were photographed playing or wagging their tails, Bailey sat completely still in the corner of her kennel, staring at nothing. Her coat was matted, her ribs visible, and her eyes carried an emptiness that broke your heart just looking at it. When they arrived at the shelter, the volunteer warned them. "She doesn't trust anyone yet," she said softly. "She was found abandoned behind a gas station 3 weeks ago. The vet says she's had at least 6 litters, maybe more. Someone just dumped her when she couldn't produce any more puppies." Ryan knelt down slowly, extending his hand through the kennel bars. Bailey pressed herself against the back wall, trembling. But then something unexpected happened. Her nose twitched. She took one careful step forward, then another, and very gently she touched her nose to his fingertips for just a second before backing away again. "We'll take her," Emma whispered, tears already forming. If you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, you're missing out on more incredible rescue stories like Bailey's. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a transformation like this. The first night was terrifying for all of them. Bailey refused to leave the corner of the living room. She wouldn't eat. She flinched at every sound. When Emma tried to put a soft bed near her, Bailey backed away like it was a trap. So they just sat on the floor across the room, talking quietly, letting her observe them. Around midnight, Ryan woke up to a strange sound. He walked into the living room and found Bailey standing in the middle of the room, her tail doing this weird half wag, like she'd forgotten how but was trying to remember. She'd moved closer to the bed Emma had left for her, not on it, but closer. "Hey girl," Ryan said softly. "It's okay, you're safe now." That weird half wag got a little stronger. The breakthrough came 5 days later. Emma was cooking breakfast when she felt something brush against her leg. She looked down, and there was Bailey, standing right next to her, looking up with those big brown eyes. Emma's hand shook as she reached down slowly. Bailey didn't run. For the first time, she let Emma pet her head. And then, like a dam breaking, Bailey leaned her entire body weight against Emma's legs and just stayed there. Ryan heard Emma crying in the kitchen and rushed in, worried something was wrong. But Emma was sitting on the floor with Bailey in her lap, both of them just breathing together. The transformations happened faster after that. Within 2 weeks, Bailey discovered toys. She'd never played before, didn't understand what they were for, but their other dog, Max, showed her. He'd grab a rope toy and shake it, and Bailey watched him like he was performing magic. Then she tried it. The look of pure joy on her face when she realized playing was fun, that was the moment Emma and Ryan knew they'd made the right choice. Bailey learned that windows weren't walls, but portals to watch the world. She learned that couches were for sitting on, not hiding under. She learned that when the doorbell rang, it didn't mean danger, just visitors. She learned that her name meant love, because every time they said it, good things happened. But the most beautiful moment came 3 months in. They'd taken both dogs to a local park, and Emma unclipped Bailey's leash in the fenced area. Bailey stood there, confused, looking at the leash on the ground. Then she looked at the wide-open space, then back at Emma, as if asking permission. "Go ahead, baby girl," Emma said. "You're free." What happened next made everyone in that park stop and stare. Bailey ran. Not the scared running of a dog trying to escape, but the pure, unbridled running of a soul experiencing freedom for the very first time. She ran in huge circles, her ears flopping, her mouth open in what could only be described as a smile. She ran until she was tired, then ran some more. Other dog owners were wiping their eyes, and one woman came up to Emma and said, "I don't know that dog's story, but whatever you did for her, thank you for being that kind of human." Bailey still has her moments. Thunderstorms send her under the bed. Loud trucks make her nervous. She doesn't like being confined in small spaces, even for a few seconds. The vet appointments are hard because she remembers places vets smell like that, places where nobody was kind. But she also has her joys now. She has her spot on the couch, right between Emma and Ryan. She has her favorite toy, a purple elephant she carries everywhere. She has Max, who taught her how to be a dog. She has a backyard where she sunbathes every afternoon. She has people who would move mountains for her. Last week, Emma and Ryan were approved as foster volunteers for the same shelter where they found Bailey. They'll be taking in dogs like her, dogs who've forgotten what love feels like, and teaching them it's real. And Bailey? She's going to help, because nobody understands a scared, broken dog quite like one who used to be scared and broken herself. She's already started her new role, approaching foster dogs with a gentleness that only comes from experience. When a new rescue arrives, trembling and uncertain, Bailey sits nearby, calm and patient, as if saying, "I know exactly how you feel, and it gets better." The shelter director told them that Bailey has a gift. She doesn't push, the director explained. She just exists near them, showing them that safety is possible. We've never seen anything like it. Some people ask Emma if Bailey remembers her past. "I think she does," says Emma, "but I also think she knows it's over. Every single day, we show her that the cage is gone, the fear is gone, the pain is gone, and every single day, she shows us what gratitude looks like." She pauses, watching Bailey sleep peacefully on the couch, her legs twitching in a dream. The beautiful thing is, she's not just healing herself anymore, she's healing others too. Here's something to think about. Do you believe dogs can truly forgive humans for what we've done to them? Or do they just learn to trust again despite the scars? Drop your thoughts below.